In this video, I want to try and get the 4K playback of 4K files working properly on this MXQ player. So I'm going to try installing VLC media player and see if I get any better luck on that and see if I can make this thing play 4K files as it claims it can, because the previous two videos, it failed miserably at 4K playback. So let's see if we can get 4K working on this box as it's supposed to. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is launch the Play Store. And then we'll search for VLC. There it is, VLC for Android. And we'll click to install. Now VLC is installed, we'll proceed to open it. And VLC should open on the screen. There it is. And yes, we have to allow it to access our media files. And on this one, we can actually stream live TV on here, which is also stream live streams, I should say, which is kind of cool. But let's just back out of here. I'm just going to get out of the Play Store here. And I'm going to go back to my main screen. I'm hooked this up to my 4K monitor, and we'll test it. Okay, I've now got the MXQ box plugged back into my 4K Samsung TV, and I'm going to test VLC and see whether VLC will play a 4K file. And something to note about this remote control, this is kind of a unique remote. You see, it's got one button down here. This turns this into a mouse. So in one mode, if I press the button, you can see I can move icons around. If I press this button here, now it gives me a mouse pointer that I can move around the screen. You see the mouse pointer moving. So I can use it as either. But I'm going to go down to settings. I'm going to verify that I'm in screen resolution. I'm currently in 60 Hertz, 2K, 4K, 60 Hertz. And the video file I'm going to play is actually, I think it's rendered out at 30 Hertz. So I could put this down in 30 for that matter. The TV should display it. I think this TV will support 30. Yep, it does. So we'll try it in 30, and we'll try it in 60, but we'll try it in 30 first, just because the video file I'm going to play is a 30 frame 4K file. So if I hit the back button, I get back out of there, and let's go to, it'll be under my online videos, because I've now installed, besides Film on Kodi, Netflix, VLC is on there. If I go to VLC, I want to look at my hard drive. I have to enter mouse mode here, which makes it kind of unique, because I can move my mouse cursor over here. And up to my folder. And I'm going to try and look at this, my road test video. This is the 4K file that would not play under Kodi, and it would not play. Oh, what do you know? It's playing in 4K, and it's actually playing well. So, VLC output set to 30 Hertz, because that's what the original is. Let's just bump it up to 60 and see if whether it'll play in 60. So I'm going to stop it, and I'll go back here. I'll go back to the settings, and I'll change my display. This time I'll change it up to 60, and we'll see whether it'll play it at 60. Yes, we're good. We're now in 60 Hertz. Go back, and go back to the online, and whoops, wrong one. Go back here. We'll try it in Kodi, and then I'll go back and try it in VLC. So again, this is using Kodi 16.1 because I'm running this under Android. I know it's not going to play because it wouldn't play before, but what the heck. Let's just see what happens. So if I go back down to my file, as you can see, it's really having trouble playing it using Kodi. So I'll stop it. There we go. Okay, let's exit here and go back to VLC. So exiting Kodi, let's go down to the off button there. Again, we're still set in 60 Hertz mode. So now I'm going to go over to, once it shuts off here, takes a second to shut down. I'm going to go over to VLC, and I'll try and play that same file. It switches into mouse mode here. And we'll look at the same file. And we'll see if it plays under VLC. Okay, well, it's not playing perfect, but I guess it's playing. Actually, it's playing better. It's playing better. This is in 60 Hertz, so the incoming video file is at 30 frames, and it's being played out at 60. And yes, I'm seeing a bit of drop frames here and a bit of stutter. But under VLC, it's certainly doing a better job than it was under Kodi. So now let's just go back to the settings here. And I'm just going to change the settings for display. And I'll change the screen resolution. We'll take it back to 30 Hertz. Or even try, what is SMPTE? What does that one give us? What frequency does that give us? We'll see if it'll play it in that mode. Try VLC again.
SD card, and I'll shoot this in 4K.
So far it's seems to be playing it in SMPTE fine. Now I'm seeing a bit of stutter at the side of the frame here, but the picture certainly isn't breaking up. So I'm going to take it back to 30 frames, so we'll stop it. I'm going to take it back to 30. And then I'll try it under XBMC at 30 as well, and just see what happens. So here we go. 30 Hertz. So back to VLC. And that's playing perfect. And again, this is a 30 Hertz file that's playing. So if I want to go fast forward here, I should be able to go fast forward. Oh, that's, the video is sped up, but as you can see, it's playing perfectly in 4K off this 4K box using VLC. Let's break out of VLC again, and I'm just going to go back to Kodi and see if it will play under Kodi. and I'll even try playing it with the native video player for Android. Now, the native video player for Android, though, left those soft keys up on the screen, if you remember from before, so that one's really not an option. But let's just see what happens now if I try playing this. Oops, I'll try that right. Went too far there. Let's see what happens if I try playing this with Cody, and see if Cody will play it. So Cody appears to be playing it now when it's set for 30. So the problem may not have been so much the chipset on the MXQ Pro box, but just with rendering a 30 frame source file out at 60. That appears to be the problem, is the box itself could not keep up with doubling the number of frames, which is a tall order, right? Because it's having to double the number of frames in real time. So there you go. It plays. Cody is playing, and this is Cody running under Android as well. But it is playing the files, no problem. I'll bail out of here. I'll stop this, and I'll exit. And just one last thing I'm going to try is I'm going to try the native video player that's part of Android, and we'll try that one and see how that one works, and maybe that's going to also work just fine. So for this I think I have to go to, gotta find it here. Is it under local? Movie player, there it is. Will this one play it or won't it? Looks like the native movie player for Android is also going to play the file just fine in 4K, rendered out at the native frame rate from the original file. Now I'm curious, if I were to render this file out at 60 frames, whether it would play it at 60 frames. But the source file is at 30, as that's what my camera shoots. My camera shoots at 30 frames. So there you go. Not as bad as I first thought. It's actually doing pretty good. I'll give this player now, looking at this player, I'll give it a thumbs up, because it is playing 4K. Now I should be able to fast forward this here if I go to here. Get up to the point where I'm time-lapsing. Okay, we're time-lapsing here. There you go. It's working pretty good. Nothing on the screen that's not supposed to be there, and the image looks excellent. There you go. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.